Have you ever gone to war for your children, for your job, for your marriage? Have you ever gone to war? That's a real question. But have you gone to war for yourself? I put my war clothes on today because right now I'm fighting for my life. So I'm going to war for Rachel. The title of my speech is called, I guess, because I want to talk about things that we have in life that are supposed to be important to us, but maybe they're not. And I'm going to take you back to my first apartment. I had a boyfriend who visited my house after midnight. And I was already out of college and teaching. But my mama said, don't but one woman live in the house. And there shouldn't no men be in here after 12 but your daddy. That seemed reasonable. I said, well, I guess when I get paid, I'm out because I'm grown. So I moved out because, I was grown. If I knew then what I know now, I'd probably still be standing at my mama's house. But nonetheless, I moved. And as a gift, my parents told me they were going to furnish my house for me. Y'all know teachers don't make that much money. And I really wasn't making none then because I wasn't even certified. But I was like, okay, cool. So the day comes, knock on the door, people delivering the furniture. It's a china cabinet. It's a cherry wood table and chairs. It's a beige sofa like Louis XIV or something. And my mama right there so excited because she picked it out. I didn't. And she was so happy. And I'm like, I guess it's better than like an air mattress, but this is not me. But she was so happy that I didn't have the nerve to say, Mama, I hate all of this. Because I wasn't ready to fight for what was really important to me. To my mama, that was very important because she felt like, oh, my baby gonna have everything top notch. And in her eyes, that was top notch. That's not me though. So I took it because I was broke. And it made my mama happy, but I had it for a while. But every day I would come home from work and I would sit on that sofa and my mama kept asking me why I didn't put plastic on it. And I'm like, I kind of don't live a plastic sofa life, but I'm trying to respect it. I don't even get this whole cherry wood china cabinet. What's going on with the china cabinet? Like, what am I going to put in here? Oh, you have to put your good dishes when you get married. When I do what? Because I'm trying to be like Oprah, right? I'm trying to be single, no children, travel the world, do my thing. Okay. So, I did tell y'all I had a boyfriend, right? Well, I decided I was grown enough for him to spend the night. And my daddy called early one Sunday morning, and this dummy answered the phone. So my daddy was like, you have company at 7 o'clock Sunday morning. I'm like, Daddy, I paid the rent here. Like, it's cool. But it wasn't cool because my daddy was a minister. So it 1,000% wasn't cool that I had company that early in the morning. So we had to have the talk. So my mom and daddy came over. My mama cooked. And we all sat around the table and we talked about, the things that your mama tell you. Ain't nobody gonna buy the cow if they could get the milk free, blah, blah, blah. And so we got married because that's what my mom and daddy said was the right thing to do. And I'm standing here like, I guess. Nah, I'm in with this Louis XIV furniture. Now I got a husband. What's next? Right? Like, I don't know if no, I take that back. I do know this is not what I want, for sure. But it's what I'm supposed to want. It's what everybody says is the right thing. So my mama bragging, my daddy bragging, my baby doing this, she teaching school, she married, oh, you can stop over. She got this nice condo, and I did have a really nice condo, but it had a Louis XIV sofa in it that I wasn't really fond of. So my mama bought us these really expensive dishes. And finally she was like, this is what goes in the china cabinet. I said, well, Mama, what are we going to eat off of if all the dishes in the china cabinet? Oh, no, that's not how it works. So we had to go through, who could sit where, what you could do, and this and that. And I'm just sitting there like, I guess. This is supposed to be exciting. This is supposed to make me happy. I don't know why I'm not excited. I don't know why I'm not happy. But I'm trying to play the game because maybe it's me. But probably about 12 years into my marriage, something happened. My parents died 12 days apart. Both unexpected, both just devastating. And I don't know if what I'm about to say is going to make sense, but after we buried my mama, something came over me. Something that said, finally, your life belongs to you. It doesn't belong to your mama and your daddy. Because when we were growing up, my mom used to say, listen, you walk out this door, you represent this house. I don't hear nothing foolish coming from you or anybody else. You need to do this, 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 this. We had a set of rules that we lived by. And when I walked out the church, I said, my mama and daddy dead. I'm about to wall out. Because I had been taking care of my mama, my daddy, my siblings, everybody, my whole life. And in that moment, and let me tell you something, I don't want to minimize it like I wasn't broken. Because right now, I was just telling somebody earlier, I still struggle with being an adult orphan because I can't call my mama and I can't call my daddy. And my daddy was a fixer. Like, he was the person to call when things really fell apart. But I can't call anybody except Jesus, which is perfectly sufficient. But I mean, on earth. So I'm living, and I'm like, I'm liable to say anything. I'm liable to do anything. Because you can't tell on me no more. And then it hit me like, you grown. Can't nobody tell on you anyway. So then I started looking at what's important to me because it's important to me, and what's important to me because it was important to my parents that it'd be important to me, or it's important to society that it's important to me. So as a black girl growing up in a ghetto and people telling you what you can't do and what you shouldn't do and what opportunity you're not gonna have, I was always like, I'm probably smarter than my teacher. I'm gonna be all right. And gratefully, I am. But living a life that is important to you because it's important to you means you have to go to war, not just with the people around you, but with yourself. And when you think about how Jacob battled with the angel all night long, and he won, and you can win too, because you have to look at what's important to you because it's important to you. So was it important to me to be a wife? It was cool, but it wasn't that important to me, to be honest. People talk about having children. I didn't have any biological children. And if people are like, oh, you should have children, blah, 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 blah. I know how to make a baby. I'm trying to be Oprah. Now you got me with a husband and this Louis XIV furniture. But I'm trying to balance between what's important to Rachel and what society says is important to Rachel. So I was talking to my therapist about this, and we talked about, I'm an educator by trade, and she said, you ever thought about why you went into education? I said, yeah, because, I don't like people to treat people who speak differently like they're inadequate. So I purposely never changed my voice. I kept New Orleans in my voice. I never tried to talk proper, and I taught English, but I wanted my children to know you could talk just the way you talk and still know the rules and still hang in any room. So I did that intentionally. That was important to me. She said, it doesn't sound like education was important to you. It sounded like protecting children was important to you. I said, maybe so. So I am at war right now for Rachel, because what's important to me is protecting children. What's important to me is living a life that when I stand up and I look in the mirror, I'm happy, I'm satisfied, I'm pleased. And who don't like it, I tell them all the time, my mom and daddy dead, baby. Tell it to Jesus, not me. Thank you.